From a frog that resembles Jabba the Hutt to an incredible two-headed crocodile, here are 15 of the weirdest animal oddities. This is Mystery Mondays. Number 15. Four-legged duck. This critter is named Stumpy. He was born on a farm in the UK with 4 legs, but he lost an extra limb when he was caught in a fence. Now that was removed by a veterinarian. Then the drake's 3rd leg began to turn black and eventually dropped off altogether. That left the critter with 2 stumps from the rare mutation and inspired the fowl's nickname, Stumpy. Transparent goldfish. It was human intervention, not nature, that created this oddity. Scientists at Mie University and Nagoya University in Japan bred mutant pale-skinned hatchery goldfish together and produced the transparent ryokan fish. The creature's internal anatomy, like tiny brains and beating hearts, can be seen. Now, why were they created? Well, it's hoped that the transparent fish will let students understand how the fish's organs develop within its body and thereby reduce the need for dissection. Octogoat. Now, from the name, you might have guessed that it concerns a goat that was born with 8 legs. While the animal born in Croatia did have 4 extra limbs, it also had both male and female organs. Veterinarians speculated that the mutation occurred when the animal absorbed an underdeveloped twin when it was still in the womb. But the animal wasn't strong enough to stand and was unable to walk. And even though the owner said he'd like to keep the animal as a pet, local vets thought it was unlikely the octogoat could survive. Now, we couldn't find any follow-up stories about what happened to it. Jabba the Hutt frog. Now, maybe this is not an oddity in the truest sense, but we're going to take a leap on this one all the same. A monkey tree frog found in Australia was found to have a striking resemblance to Jabba the Hutt, and you can see some similarities to the intergalactic crime boss from Star Wars. It's kind of apropos since the amphibian's owner actually named it the boss. The frog likes to occupy the highest branch of a tree and look down on the other frogs. And unlike the huge Jabba, the boss measures only about 3 inches tall, so he's not nearly as imposing, nor does he live in a galaxy far, far away. Cyclops Kitten. Now, this story got a lot of coverage, so you may have heard of it. A Bengal kitten shocked veterinarians when it was born with a rare deformity that resulted in the absence of a nose and only 1 eye. The kitten was named Clayed, and videos posted to YouTube generated hundreds of thousands of views. Clayed was born with a congenital defect called cyclopia. It prevents an embryo's eye sockets from dividing into 2 cavities, and is thought to occur in 1 of every 16,000 births. Animals born with the disorder usually suffocate due to being born without a nose. Unfortunately, such was the case with Clayed, who survived for only a short time. Agent Orange. This critter was seen as it climbed out of a pond in South Carolina, and the 5-foot reptile has been a source of amusement and bemusement to the locals. The oddly colored gator has a lot of people wondering just how it attained that orange appearance. Guesses have included the condition being a rare form of albinism to algae in the water, changing the creature's skin color. Some say it's been photoshopped. Well, whatever the cause, the unusual orange color has inspired plenty of colorful nicknames. What would you call it? Chimeras. Thanks to her unusual coloration, Venus has become a star. You can see that 1/2 of her face is black, while the other half is ginger. Her eyes are different colors as well, due to the condition of heterochromia. Due to that condition, and because her genetic composition was tested, Venus has been recognized officially as a chimera cat. Chimeras were mythological creatures that were said to be part goat and lion and breathed fire. Now, we also found a dog by the name of Bull that might display evidence of that condition. His coat displays distinctive patterns inherited from a black Labrador and a yellow lab. The scientists are still determining if Bull's split genetic composition will be officially recognized. pink elephants. Now, one normally thinks of pink elephants appearing after imbibing too much of an adult beverage, shall we say. But a real-life version of the animal appeared in 2016. Now, to be honest, it was actually a baby albino elephant. It was seen at the Kruger National Park in South Africa with its mother as the two drank from a river. Although rare, the condition has been more often noticed in smaller Asian elephants, but the appearance of an albino African elephant is an exceptionally rare phenomenon. Glass frog. Now, we told you earlier about the transparent goldfish and how they were created by humans. Well, here's an amphibian with a comparable physical characteristic, but no human intervention was required. Glass frogs are found in the rainforests of Central and South America, and from the top down, they appear like any other frog, but their bellies lack pigmentation, and because of that, you can clearly see the critter's internal organs. The lime green coloration helps them stay camouflaged during the day, but the purpose of that all-revealing belly still mystifies experts. But there is some agreement that the frog resembles Kermit. Frankenlouis. The term Janus cat is a reference to the Roman god Janus with two faces. Like that figure, these felines are born with two faces and are the result of congenital defects. Frankenlouis had two faces, two mouths, two noses, and 3 blue eyes. The outer eyes function normally, but the center eye was blind. A veterinarian nurse took him home to care for him when he was scheduled to be euthanized. Now, she figured it wouldn't be for long since most such creatures do not live more than a few days. Now, that was in 1999. In 2012, Frankenlouis was awarded the title of longest surviving Janus cat by Guinness. He could function as normally as any other cat until he passed away in 2015 at the age of 15. Wendy the Whippet. Almost everyone thinks this dog has been photoshopped, but Wendy is actually a whippet, even if she looks more like a canine version of the Hulk. Due to a genetic defect, she weighs around 60 pounds and it looks like all muscle, but that's about twice the normal weight for this breed. And her head, lungs, heart, and legs are normal sized. But despite that muscular physique, Wendy's owner says she's friendly and relaxed. Blobfish. Well, you know that the ocean has its share of bizarre critters, but this one is considered truly to be an oddity. The aptly named blobfish is often described as a slimy mucoid sphere with oddly humanoid facial features. They're found off the coast of Australia at depths of up to nearly 4,000 feet, and they're often pulled in by trolling nets. But it's considered entirely unfit for consumption. Not that you'd really want to eat it, right? And while it's not pretty, the gelatinous flesh is an adaptation that allows the critter to exist in the greater ocean pressure found in deeper waters. It also aids in keeping the animal buoyant. And did you know that in 2013, an online poll named the blobfish as the world's ugliest animal? White giraffe. You certainly recognize giraffes not only by the elongated necks, but also by the distinctive colors and patterns of the coats. But did you know that a white Rothschild giraffe was spotted wandering about the bush in Kenya? Even though the creature definitely stood out, the rest of the herd seemed not to notice or to care. While the critter appears to be albino, it actually has a condition called leucism that causes a partial loss of several types of pigmentation, not just melanin, as is the case with albinism, that results in the hair and skin displaying a white or patchy coloration. Two-headed crocodile. Now, two-headed reptiles are certainly known to occur, usually snakes or turtles, but we found a story out of Thailand about a two-headed crocodile. The mutant critter was hatched at a crocodile farm in Samut Prakan. Hope I got that right. And the staff said it was actually a conjoined twin with a separate head and body. Because it appeared in good health, veterinarians decided to wait a bit before attempting an operation to separate them. Video of the critter was uploaded to YouTube, and it would appear to be real. But we couldn't find much information about this particular story. Do you think it's true? The mutant piglets. We found a couple of stories out of China that involved pigs being born with severe deformities, so take that under advisement. One critter was named the mutant monkey pig, and many people think it's been photoshopped. But this piglet is real. It was born in a litter of 15 and was the only mutant of the lot. Its severe deformity gave it the facial appearance of a monkey and has resulted in the piglet needing to be bottle-fed due to its misshapen mouth. Now, in Nanning, an animal was born with such a disfigurement it was almost impossible to believe it was actually a pig. This one was said to have been born in a litter of 19. The appearance of such deformed pigs have been reported around the world. What do you think could be causing it?